going to youth camp as a young person myself, and it was some of the most amazing experiences I ever had with God. I remember the services we used to have. I remember drawing closer to God, being filled with the Holy Ghost, and just being able to go back as a youth pastor now and take over your own youth group, and to seeing them have the same experiences with God is so wonderful. I've seen some of them get saved, some of them get filled with the Holy Ghost for the first time, and it's just such a reward to take these kids to youth camp.
And I look back, we've been here for a little over 5 years now, and I look at the years that we've been here and the group that we started with, and that we still have some of those young people today, and seeing the growth that they've really experienced since we've been here. We have some now that are called to the missions field, doing intern programs here at the church. We've got some that are, feel like they're called to be youth pastors and other aspects of the ministry, but maybe they just don't know the direct, position they're going to be called to. But it just makes me feel, if I can say being proud, I don't want to boast ourselves, but to know that maybe we have planted a seed or lived up to our name as Impact Student Ministries and maybe made an impact in some of these young people's lives. It really does make me proud to be their youth pastor. And I just think I'm thankful for the youth group that we have and for the times that we get to spend together with them.
If it weren't for youth camp, I wouldn't have some of the life-changing experiences or lasting memories that I have today.
And if it weren't for youth camp, I wouldn't have gotten saved 4 years ago at youth camp.
I am the Lord, I'm the
This year at youth camp, I'm going to grow closer to God.
This year at youth camp, I'm going to allow God to direct me on where He wants me to go for my life.
And I'm going to get closer to God than I ever have before.
What I love about youth camp is the games that have no meaning to them, and the amazing pranks, and also church service.
I can't wait for youth camp this year because I know that when I get there that nothing's going to matter but God.
Yeah, it's going to mark another year of being saved.
Last year at youth camp, guys showed up and showed out.
I am really excited about youth camp coming up. I remember last year sitting in a restaurant eating breakfast and speaking to Jenny on the telephone and her telling me that my youngest son got filled with the Holy Ghost the night before. So it really excited me, and I'm really looking forward to finding out what God's going to do this coming year.
Camp is the services.
And my favorite part of youth camp is that there are no time limits on services. I can stay until I feel like I got a breakthrough through the Holy Ghost.
I remember last year at youth camp during the shaving cream war. I was shooting people with shaving cream, just having a blast and all that. And then out of nowhere, there's this big old guy, big thing of mustard. He starts like throwing it at me and stuff, and got it up in my eyes, and you don't want to know how it turned out.
My all-time favorite youth camp memory was when I started the Mohawk craze on the prank night last year.
My favorite youth camp memory is when I got filled with the Holy Ghost for the very first time.
I got filled with the Holy Ghost last year at youth camp.
I look forward to youth camp every year for the fun and the beauty.
Last year at youth service, God just reigned in the service and my little bird got filled with the Holy Ghost.
Oh, that's sweet, because last year at youth camp, I feel like God showed up in just amazing and mighty ways.
And last year, right before youth camp, I got filled with the Holy Ghost. And at youth camp, I just got on fire for God and He did strange things.
Youth camp has made such an impact on our family as a whole, especially our 4 children. I know that at different years, each 4 of them have gotten filled with the Holy Ghost while at camp.
Yeah, you can definitely see some spiritual growth after attending camp. Even as an adult, there was a time when I was able to get up in the morning for anybody else and go for a walk and just spend time talking to the Lord. And so even for adults, I think there's some benefits there.
Yeah, there's definitely a benefit to get away from everything that's a distraction at home and get somewhere where you can focus on the main thing, on that us having a large family like we do, the 4 kids and the 2 of us, without fundraisers and a lot of help, there's no way that we could ever be able to go to camp. So I'm so thankful for our church family who steps up and helps out with all the fundraisers. Thank you so much.
I think the summer is no excuses. No matter what, I'm going to focus on God.
No matter what, I'm gonna praise you.
No matter what, I'm gonna serve the Lord.
And no matter what, I'm not gonna let anything get in my way of getting me some